Let me maybe summarize that and link it to what we were doing before. When I talked about the Chartallist point of view, I emphasized that if you go down that road and thinking, you wind up thinking of the exchange rate as a kind of relative price of goods, of tradable goods between different countries. Okay, that was purchasing power parity. Alternatively, if you go down the Metalist road, okay, you start thinking about the exchange rate as the relative price of financial assets. You can see that here, interest rates, okay? So goods, the relative price of assets. Theories of exchange rate, you often, some people emphasize the trade account or the current account. Some people emphasize the capital account here. Okay. The money view, by contrast, emphasizes that an exchange rate is the price of money in terms of money. Not goods in terms of goods, okay? Not assets in terms of assets, okay? But money in terms of money, right here, on the dealer's balance sheet, okay? It's not rooted, you're not abstracting from money in order to create the value of, in order to create your theory of exchange. As economics and finance both do. We've seen this again and again in this course, okay? That in order to understand asset prices, finance abstracts from liquidity, okay? In order to understand commodity prices, economics abstracts from liquidity. But this whole course is about liquidity, okay? So we can't do that, okay? We got to bring it back in and bring it to the center of attention, okay? It's not that these theories are wrong, okay? It's not that purchasing power theory is wrong, purchasing power parity is wrong, or forward interest parity theory is wrong. It's that they've abstracted from liquidity, so they can't be fully right. Okay, they're abstracting from something that we need to pay attention to. And this is where you see it. When you think of money as a means of payment, how is it that a deficit country that doesn't have any dollars, okay, buys goods from a country that doesn't have any dollars to lend? You notice there's no lending from the surplus country to the deficit country. All the lending, and there's no lending from the FX dealer either, okay? They're swapping exchange here. The FX dealer is taking risk. Taking risk in the spot market, hedging in the forward market, somebody else is then taking the risk in the forward market. So we're pushing this exchange rate risk that's located in spot, pushing it into the future. Does that sound familiar? That's what's going on in the money market. You can't make the payment today, so you push it into the future, okay? You say, I'll pay you tomorrow, I'll pay you in 90 days, okay? And hopefully by then I'll have the cash, okay? That's the plan, okay? Similarly here, okay? This dealer is taking on this risk, This is a carry trade, actually, in the foreign exchange market, but as we'll see. And you're compensated for this because the world needs it, the payment system needs it, okay, in order to make exchanges. Okay, so what is an exchange rate? What kind of a thing is it? Okay, relative price of goods. Okay, there's a sense in which that's true, purchasing power parity. Relative price of assets, that's the finance view. There's a sense in which that's true. And the relative price of money. Okay, there's a sense in which that's true. It's the third sense that we're going to be exploring in the next couple of weeks. Okay, and I'm just sort of assuming that you've seen these others, and we'll come back to see how this links up to those.